The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
Are we back?
Technical difficulty situation.
I'm just taking. I guess we're taking our cue from Bally Sports now, huh? Oh my God, I don't know what happened. Fox Sports, I felt like it was okay, but we had to make the switch. Anyway, Heat win. Heat win.
Missiles, Republican dollars.
I'm telling you. Listen, I never seen glitches on Fox News. Just bitches. Boom, boom,
Boom, boom.
He wins, of course. Listen, another dominant ass performance. Just kicked the Wizards' ass all night long. 21 points doesn't even tell the story. There was that little glitch in like the second quarter. They cut it to 6. No worries. Once again, like with the starters back, with these guys, when Kyle's out there, I once again just feel really, really confident that when they have a lead, they're going to hold on to the lead. And once again, you have a game where PJ doesn't play the fourth quarter. Bam doesn't play the fourth quarter. Jimmy doesn't play the fourth quarter. Duncan never plays the fourth quarter. Kyle Lowry was out there just to get his stats up. He was like, Spo, I ain't played in a month. Come on, let me out there. Whatever. They kicked their ass. I'm Alphonse Sidney, a.k.a. Alf954. Welcome into the Miami Heat Beat post-game show. Hangover time. Take me out, Brass. Here's our esteemed panel tonight. Y'all ready to talk about the first place Miami Heat?
Yeah, baby.
No trade. The next 20 minutes is going to be all trade talk. Just kidding. We're going to find out what everybody's drinking and who was your player of the game. You guys want me to sing Peppers? I don't speak Spanish.
Sub goal.
I don't. I'll make the sounds.
100 subs. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
How about this? 100 subs in March, and Alf does Pepas. So let's go. We're sub
200 subs and G does Peppers with his shirt off.
Okay, deal. 200 subs. I do shirtless.
Why would they want to pay more for that?
I'll give you $350 for G not
make
to.
100, G does it without a shirt.
300, he does it with his shirt on.
Let's start making threats. If we don't get to 200 subs, I do Pepas with my shirt off.
400 subs and G's off the show entirely. How about that?
Oh,
hey now.
Hey, me and Brass. I think me and Brass got in on that.
Yeah, I got. I'll put some money on that.
Brass, shout out to Vane Hype.
I got 5 on it.
Vane Hype kicked us off, gifting a tier 1 sub to Rui Hachimura.
Boom. Shout out to him.
Oh, Rui and
All
Yurt.
right.
You saw Rui and Yurt battling down there for a roster spot?
Yurt say, I love it here.
Spo looked at both of them and said, I don't want either of them.
They're
You're
fighting.
going to leave Yurt there. Y'all can just have them.
Who gets to guard mechanic in practice?
Nobody wants that shit. Spo was like, I'm leaving her here. You send me a 3rd round pick. We'll call that shit square.
Leave on Yurt Island.
G, what are you drinking tonight, and who is your player of the game?
I'm drinking kind of like a skinny Paloma. I did a little grapefruit soda, some tequila, ice, real nice. Player of the game, it's got to be for me, Kyle Lowry. Just because when he's in the lineup,
You don't say.
yeah, I don't say. Man, they look like a title contender every single night he's on the floor. He makes everything around them make sense. You know, Gabe had a great game, was able to come off the bench, had the pressure off of him. Kyle got them organized, got them in their sets, shot the ball well. I mean, just truly the whole package. That's my guy, dude. Cheers to Kyle.
Cheers to Kyle. Yeah. What a twist. G.
Holy shit.
Kyle as a player of the game.
Quez312001 gifted 10 subs to the community.
Nice.
Pepa's collision course.
But Quez also
Shirtless
said,
Peppers.
but Quez also said, tell G keep his shirt on.
Oh, listen, you keep subbing. Whatever you want G to do.
I've threatened the
Mama said,
viewers.
"Fuck it."
I was gonna take off my shirt one day, and I threatened them. Like, somebody better give a sub because I'm about to take my shirt off. It works. People respond to threats, Alf.
That was
the
the
best month
most
in Miami
terrifying
Heat
movie
beat,
that I've
financial
ever
system.
experienced on Heat Beat.
Tiff, what are you drinking tonight, and who was your player of the game?
Still on this G&T. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't have a player of the game. I got bored halfway through.
We could do that.
I went back to watching Boba Fett. Oh, so my player of the game is Ming Na. That's my
Okay.
player of the game.
Okay.
Take me out.
All right.
I didn't see him.
Her.
Her. Maybe that's
So
why you were looking.
I was making a joke about the Wizards, like being like an actual person.
They made her
Boba
invincible.
Fett, you didn't go with Kyle Guy for that?
Oh, that's why it looks so familiar.
exactly.
Oh, I forgot about Gabe.
No one forgot.
too late.
You
Too
could have
late.
picked. You could have picked him.
Too late, Tiff.
You went second.
Man, Tiff had her own technical
We forgot about
difficulty.
Gabe. We're not even around the horn yet. Brass, what are you drinking tonight? And who is your player of the game?
Tonight, I made a drink called a revolver. I used a bonded bourbon. I used Cuban
freaky.
coffee liqueur and orange bitters with an orange peel. My player of the game, I'm going to go with Bam Adebayo, man, because Bam has been stringing games together. And, still 21-7. Did he play it all in the fourth
Nope.
tonight? No. I mean,
24
this is
minutes tonight.
exactly what you want when you play a shit team like the Wizards. This is exactly what we needed. And there were a lot of doubters on the timeline coming after Bam's neck when he came back after his injury. It's like, he was out for a while, people. Like, fucking pump the brakes. We told you, pump the fucking brakes. Like, it's a serious injury. But I love the effort and the output that he's been putting out for the last many games now.
You got 40 points tonight from Jimmy and Bam. They played 54 minutes between the both of them. 7 for 13 for Jimmy, 7 of 11 for Bam. That's just really fucking efficient.
Yep.
And you're starting to see it. Those two guys are just taking complete control of the game, and then everybody else is falling in line. And I'll get to it next. Joey, go ahead and what are you drinking, and who was your player of the game?
I mean, come on, Heat beat the Wizards. Always magical. I am drinking a Blue Moon Belgian White. Had to keep it on brand. My player of the game has to go to Corey Kispert, the guy that looks like every guy you've ever played pickup basketball with, who takes it way too seriously. Right headband and all with the sleeve. He's yelling at you, calling fouls. He's trying to get an offensive foul. Trying to set his trying to get what I'm talking about. Anyway,
Calling plays.
He's definitely calling plays. Corey Kispert for sure, and he's always 1 for 7 when it comes to 3, but and he's always talking the most shit. So shout out Corey Kispert.
Corey Kispert is a guy who knows how many assists and rebounds he had in a pickup game.
Not only his, but like everyone on the team.
Yeah, I had about 7.
He's got playing cards.
6.
He's got playing cards.
What the hell is this comment? The Jules 8591 says Brass looks like John Mayer on drugs.
Don't argue
John
with
Mayer's
the
is already on
That's pretty
drugs.
good. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
what the fuck? I
Isn't
look like
John
John
Mayer's
Mayer if he takes a shower.
I was gonna say John Mayer looks like John Mayer on drugs.
What the fuck was that? Oh man, not cool.
Don't argue with the audience, Brass.
Nah,
They say you look like John Mayer on drugs. You look like
We have
John
no
Mayer.
room for
we all
squares
look
here.
alike.
I will spit out my drink. Tonight was the kind of night you just saw Bam, Jimmy take over completely. Everybody else like PJ didn't shoot a single 3, but he didn't have to. Like, everyone just did what they had to do, and those guys led the way. Like, to me, and then you had the suffocating defense. Like, there's no reason they even should have scored 100 points. The only reason they did is because, our entire starting lineup was on the bench in the fourth quarter. What was that comment? You're dying?
Joey looks.
Joey
What does that
looks
mean,
sticky.
sticky? What does that mean, SL Gaskins? What does that mean, sticky?
I don't know, but it feels a little accurate.
It's true.
G, I just felt like tonight was just one. I just feel like this is the kind of precursor. This is the kind of performance that it will translate into the playoffs. Like this is the kind of game they need to play. I can't even.
We can't. No, Chat. Listen, Chat is off the rails.
Chat's roasting us.
Chat says I look like a bow. I think like that.
Wait, the
Pixar
dumpling?
short.
That dumpling short?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brass, get the picture. We got to.
I don't have that picture.
I'll ask Brian for it.
Just use your profile picture.
The chat is so bored with the Heat dominance and just like let's make fun of the host.
That's what they do, dude. By the way, quick shout out to Patron Chief for 5 straight months of subbing. We love that kind of shit around here. Yeah, Alf, let's listen. Not to harp on the same point, but like Jimmy's dominated the game. Where did Jimmy dominate the game? From the mid range, from the post. He was able to set up shop there because Kyle's bringing the ball up, right? And Jimmy is able to kind of find the guy, post him up, get in his spot, and have a reliable guard kind of trigger, an entry pass or trigger the set. So Jimmy is working with time on the clock with a small guy on him, and it's just going to work, right? And that's the kind of stuff that you get when you have your Hall of Fame point guard, right? And then Bam, obviously we know what he can do, kind of been really springy and aggressive since coming back from the injury. That's also kind of part of that is Kyle as well. And he gets like more time against bench units because the lineups are a little different and they make a little bit more sense. I mean, Jimmy absolutely abused him all night. It was great to see. Nobody could guard him. He was just so much stronger than everybody. And he's just able to get in his spots, right? And I think that when you have a guy like Jimmy, and when you simplify life for him, just like Jimmy, you get to your spot and you just be stronger and a better basketball player than people, you're going to succeed a lot instead of having Jimmy like, hey, Jimmy, can you run the offense and do all that other stuff? Thanks. Everything makes sense right now.
And I think that's a good point that G just made, Tiff. Everything makes sense. Like everybody has their role. Now I do wonder a little bit, like Gabe went crazy tonight. If Tyler's Tyler's playing, does Gabe get those kind of minutes? If Depot's around. So we keep talking about that. But when they have full health, even though some guys are going to get squeezed out, it feels like they have all the holes covered, all the roles are covered. Like it feels like the team just fits really well. And then they have backups to the backups.
Right. Well, if they can keep playing like this, like for instance, we keep talking about we want PJ to get rest. This is how he can get some rest. Mm-hmm. So, they don't have to be blowing teams out by 30, but if you can get a nice lead in the fourth, then you can start resting guys.
Chad says I'm dressed like I'm on my way to a family reunion picnic. Someone said I look like I was doing my taxes before the game. I'll tell y'all something. I didn't have time to brush my shit, so I was like, let me get on here real quick. Because my wife told me stop coming on this show with my hair not brushed, embarrassing the family. So I said, you know what? Let me cover up that hairline. Got to holler at Salim the barber on IG. Hit him up. Sorry, Tiff.
That's all right. No, but yeah, this is it. Like, yeah, if Vic is 100%, people are going to use, they're going to lose minutes, and that's to be expected. But the thing is that all these guys are getting the preparation. So if we do say, in the playoff game, all right, Gabe, Max, y'all might get a couple of extra 10 minutes this game, blah, blah, blah. They'll be ready. That's the one thing I've been harping on all season. I love that everybody's getting the opportunity.
Someone said I look like I came from coaching flag football. Anyway,
it's gonna be a good podcast.
Brass, once again, we're in Washington. The Let's Go Heat chants drown out. I think it always happens in Washington. It's been happening for years.
Why would you be a Wizards fan?
I mean, they're give
not.
You nothing.
Did you not see the game? There were "Let's Go Heat" chants louder than any Wizards screaming.
Well, I know. That's what Alf. What Alf just said.
He wasn't paying attention to my original question.
I was saying that yes, because why would you be a fucking
I was scrolling Twitter.
And like the Wizards sometimes give their fans like a little bit of hope. Like, they often start off kind of strong and then they just fucking crater every time, man. It's pretty sad. But yeah, the Heat do this everywhere, man. And again, I've said it before. Has any team done this in Miami?
No.
Have you really heard that? That like never happens. Up season, down season, doesn't really matter.
I don't know. We just
I
don't
mean,
let him in, I guess.
for like a Knicks game, you'll get some Knicks fans cheering, but Heat fans will drown them out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Once and then they get drunk, and then they're belligerent New Yorkers, and then they get kicked out by halftime anyway. So
where you do see that at football games here.
Yeah, definitely.
When the Jets come into town, when the Patriots come into town.
I've been plenty of Dolphins-Jets games that felt like a Jets game.
How are the Giants games? Bills games.
We're civilized, so we don't get that rowdy.
You guys really are. It's funny because you're also Knicks fans. I don't know. It's like when you're Giants fans, you act like you.
Well, that's because there's only one team in New York to root for. Yes, I said there's only one team in New York to root for. Yeah. There's no real Brooklyn Nets fans. They're just They're just taking a break from Knicks fandom for a minute.
Why would you root for a team that's hovering above the play-in?
8 straight losses?
8 straight losses.
It's a lucky number.
Love it.
But I mean,
I love it.
So, I don't know what else to talk about this game. They just beat the shit out of them. Like, it was just, dude, Joey, like what, I mean, we could talk a little bit about Duncan looking absolutely lost for like 5 straight possessions.
Yeah. Did you see him? Did you see him getting yelled at by Kyle?
Yeah.
What was it? The second quarter, I think. He was just getting chewed out and he walked away. And I was just thinking, man, that has to be so embarrassing to just get yelled at by one of your teammates in front of everybody.
It was the whole arena. And Kyle. PJ was 3/4 of the way down the court. Just gave. He's like, PJ was doing this.
Yeah, and when you're doing that, I mean, either you're one of the see no evil, hear no either, speak no evil, or you're just really upset with your teammates. But yeah, like it's thank God Duncan can shoot the ball the way he can, because I mean, if it wasn't for that, holy shit!
Oh, imagine if he were to get traded tomorrow, how bad Kyle would feel after going off on him like that.
Yeah, he had to send a text.
He's not getting fucking traded.
My bad.
My
PJ Black motherfucker deserved it.
Right.
I love that though. I love players call out other players, man. Shit.
Yeah, of course.
Fine.
We watched Mario Chalmers become a battered wife by LeBron and Dwayne yelling at him every day. It was bad.
He was uncharacteristically bad defensively tonight and making some really bad even on offense, his decision making, just some of the passes where I was giving him all this credit for his crisp bounce passes the last show. And then today he's just throwing the ball all over the place.
Nah, but some of those were on Bam.
I get it. I do like the one when it hit Bam's shoulder. Like Bam, look.
The one that he just wasn't looking for the pass.
And it's like, but that's one of the other problems with Bam, that he's not looking for the pass. But just overall, like he was 4 of 9 from 3, and that's kind of what I would love. Like that's where I kind of want him to be.
Yep.
4 of 9.
Yeah,
like
not 15 shots.
High single digits.
Like 4 of 9, 3 of 8. Like that's fine. But like when you start getting to 12 shots, unless he's super hot. But like I just thought the other stuff tonight was just off. I think he just had an off game. But talk about off game. The refs tonight. Listen, I know I can be hard on the refs. I had a week-long suspension from Twitter, to prove that. But what was this, number 42? It's the first time I ever looked up a ref number, and I went into the chat like, does anybody know? He looked like he bought a ticket, right?
You were ready to complain to like a manager,
doing like a ref experience.
He was like, yeah, exactly. Like, we're short a ref, bro. Can you come out here? He looked like the first 2 possessions, he was just there. He was just like, I paid to be here like everybody else. I'm here to watch the show.
I got the shirt like everyone else.
It was one of the worst officiated games I've seen all season. And I'm not just talking about just from the Heat side. Like the Wizards had plenty of shit to complain about. Mm-hmm. It was awful.
That's when you know it's bad, when you can like even feel kind of bad for the other team. Like, geez.
I was like, damn, Spencer Dinwiddie, I'm my bad, bro. Like that shit.
I feel bad, but I don't feel that bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, not
bad.
bad.
I mean, we still won by 20 points. 21 points. Oh, fuck your camera, G. God damn it. 21 points we won by. I mean, that's multiple 20 game or 20-point wins recently. It's been
3
a
straight
while.
games by double digits.
It's been a while since we've been smacking around teams, and we have to add there was no Tyler Hero tonight. So to be able to offensively smack the other team without Tyler is is a good thing to see.
Leo finally with a good comment. 42 is not a ref. He just stayed in the Holiday Inn last night. You know what I was watching a game I did want to talk about. Remember that, there was this question, do we want Spencer Dinwiddie?
Oh my God, Alf. I was literally about to ask you the same thing. I was about to be like, oh, y'all still want Spencer?
That was one of my hot. I wanted Kyle Lowry, my 1A, and what's his name? Little light-skinned boy. Lonzo Ball was my 1B. Oh. And then after that, I was like, you can't get them, what Spencer didn't. Holy shit, thank God we didn't do that.
Y'all still want Spencer Dinwiddie? G?
Me? I wanted Kyle. I'm talking about I got what I wanted.
Did you?
I did.
At what cost?
We win it.
Precious.
Right. Do you see the Raptor fans were really trying to talk themselves into Precious? I was like, oh man, I've been there. I know what that's like.
Ooh, whoa.
We all were there.
I can't even make fun of them because I was like, damn, I remember when I was there, and that's a sad time in my life.
We all wanted more from Precious. We wanted it so bad.
Imagine the mental gymnastics we would be going through if we got fleeced like if they got fleeced.
Oh no, easy.
Oof. They posted him going full court and then hitting like an 18-foot jumper. Oh, what would how crazy would Heat fans be doing if Bam did that? Like Bam doesn't do that shit 5 times a game and dunks on somebody's head. But I'm like, you want to post that one Precious highlight. The other 95% of the game, he's out there like a spaz, not knowing what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, there's a pie chart. There's a pie chart of all the good stuff.
Alf just out there getting his ass beat by Monique.
Just getting pans thrown at his head.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Since you know so damn much.
Catch this pan.
I'm going to hide behind the mic.
Let's go to Devin's garage.
My favorite, though, that old black man that work on everybody's car in the black neighborhood. You need a little carburetor fix or something, you go to him, he be talking to you whole time with his just hanging off his lip. What you got there now? What you got? Yeah, bring that back around about 4 o'clock. There ain't no goddamn problem. I put a carburetor on there for you. I used to work out the plant 15 goddamn years. I put a carburetor on there for you. Nigga, just bring me back a pair. Boy, you know what, boy? You look like your goddamn daddy. You don't look like you leave.
Someone said Tiff in rare form tonight. It took me a second. Like, why would Monique be beating Precious? Oh, Monique would be beating Precious ass.
And we got AA 235 said y'all would rather have Precious or Justice. I mean, come on.
I take Thin Mints. I don't need neither one of them.
But I mean,
can we merge them?
Alex,
one of the bigger issues with Precious is we just didn't. There wasn't a need for him on this team.
No.
Nobody has a need for Precious.
No, I know, but I'm saying you're looking for like a Bam backup. I don't know. It was a weird pick to begin with, and there's a lot of Justice slander out there. But I'll give you the injuries, but that dude is a defensive monster. All right, and he could defend in any position.
Help the Clippers.
And he did help the Clippers. He's one of the better dudes in that trade right now. That just went away.
He's the only thing working in that.
Right, the potential of him.
But I mean, at
Whatever.
this point, I think Justice is what he is.
Yeah.
He's a back end of the rotation guy for a good team, and maybe he's your 7th man for a really bad team. But
what about insurance?
I honestly don't know what Precious does well. No. If we're gonna, shakes his dreads.
That one headlight.
Would y'all do
highlight? Yeah.
Would y'all do KZ and Markieff for Justice?
Are we doing the? We're not doing the trade show.
I was just asking.
Let's not be that show.
Yeah.
Let's go to
All right.
Potential trades later this week.
All
right. Come on. This is Deadman's moment here. Come on.
G wants to talk trade so bad.
I want to talk Justice.
Might as well. Oh, the trail 3 from Deadman. I mean, he had 2 this game. I honestly forgot to look.
You wanted me to pull these.
Look how he lands.
Show it again. Yow.
He's tearing something every time he shoots something like that.
But
I love that bench shot there.
You got the other one though.
That's a rotary phone. That's a rotary phone.
I don't have the.
The other one was better than this one, but I just he loves that trail 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, he can't wait for that motherfucker.
He got all of them on the phone.
Landlines.
All right, next one.
Calls a tow truck. And this was the other one. Just lying in wait like he normally does. Cock that bitch back and on the ass.
But you see the pass, though. Everybody's crying. Gabe not a point guard. That was a nice-ass pass.
No, that was
Honest
beautiful.
Gabe.
And that was Gabe using those 4 threes he made in the first half. And, okay, y'all want to close out like that? Here we go.
Got him.
I heard Deadman has an incentive in his contract for extra menthols. I don't know if you guys wanted to confirm that. I saw something. I was reading up on it.
Oh.
No?
He has to hit that
Did you hear that? I don't know.
the menthol threshold.
Yeah.
Are you reporting that? Do you want us to credit you for that?
Yeah, sources close to me have told me, in addition to that information, that it is also Indian Spirits. And also a couple of Virginia Slims I heard is also in the deal, but sources cannot confirm that. So
The chat is asking, is that racist?
Racist.
And yes,
Yes.
in February.
When has that stopped us before?
Uh-oh.
Canceled. No. Come back, Heat beat Joe Rogan. I have to ask, G, what are you looking at?
Twitter.
Because several times, like, I've looked to you for like something, and you are just gone. You're somewhere else.
Twitter's funny today. It's just I'm just.
You know,
We're in the
show's
middle of a
funny, too.
fucking
We're
show,
doing the
Gianni.
show.
I'm laughing at the show. I'm listening. I'm doing both. I thought the Joe Rogan joke was funny.
You over here like that fucking ref.
Because somebody told me earlier in chat that I'm talking too much, so I'm like trying not to. See, now this is a lot. I don't like this. Take me out, Brass.
Do a rant about.
I'm trying to be a team player.
You're trying to be a team player by not paying attention to the show.
No, I'm just by not talking a lot. I'm just trying to like blend
You know
in.
I need motherfuckers to talk, right?
I'll
Like,
talk.
need
I
that.
mean, chat has me frazzled. I don't know. Chat has me frazzled.
Ooh.
Fucking Sticky down here is high as shit. Tiff over here talking about Monique and Precious.
I just want to talk about Kyle Lowry. I want to talk about Kyle. I'm just here talking
You
about
just want to
Kyle.
talk about Justice and Kyle Lowry. God
I want
damn.
Justice and Kyle. Yeah, I just need Justice and Kyle. My
Let's
drink's
go to
good. I'm actually happy about my drink. I made a nice coffee.
Let's go to the guy of the game.
Please.
You over here listening to people in the chat instead of us. They told me not to talk. Bitch, I'm asking you questions. God damn.
All
All right.
I'm not the boss.
Not
not
on
here.
this
I'm
show.
not.
Not on Hangover Time.
I'm
Oh yeah,
going
Caleb good for one a game at least,
Yep.
Yeah.
on both ends.
Yeah.
right? Just it's funny. People are calling him like the new airplane mode in the off season when seeing some of his highlights and stuff. I was like, nah, he doesn't get up like Derrick Jones Jr.
Right.
does, but he is so athletic that some of these dunks I don't think are going to be dunks. Somehow he gets to the rim every single time.
And he's such a better basketball player than airplane mode, right?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, he's a much more well-rounded
yeah.
player. And that's not to slander DJ.
No.
I love him, but like
Great dunks.
Yeah, no question.
He is the evolution of what we wanted Derrick Jones Jr.
Exactly.
to become, where we just saw him, when they would put him on Trae Young and Derrick Jones Jr. would just look amazing defensively for a few possessions, but then somebody would that weighed over 100 pounds soaking wet, would just back him down and just abuse him. Caleb's able to guard 1 through 3 comfortably and sometimes guard 4. So that is what we could never, ever get out of Derrick Jones Jr. And the fact that they got him on a 2-way contract is crazy.
Nuts.
One of the things G was talking about before the show, G, I'm bringing it to you this time.
Let's go.
Sorry.
I'm ready.
All right.
Attention.
I'm ready.
The Heat, after tonight, are 1.5 games up on the Bulls. You kind of wanted to talk about that the Bulls are a bit fraudulent
Fraud alert. Fraud alert. They're not as good as people think. They have the same issues that they've had all year. Look at that. Bulls against top 5 teams in the NBA. 0-2 against the lost to Phoenix tonight. 0-2 against the Warriors. 0-1 against Memphis. 0-2 against your Miami Heat. And 0-1 against the Milwaukee Bucks. Heat, 2-1 versus the Bucks. 1-1 against the Grizzlies. 1-0 against Phoenix. So, I mean, it's a lot different over here, right? And also the Heat have gone into the Brooklyn and actually blew the fucking brakes off of them when KD was actually playing. Yeah,
like well, we're also on the back end of all of our injury-plagued season, and the Bulls are in the thick of it.
They're at home and they got their ass kicked by Phoenix, and they're like, "Whoa, we're missing guys, bro. You're missing Alex Caruso." Don't want to hear it. The Heat were missing Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler. Went into Phoenix and sent their broadcaster into a fucking tailspin. Mm-hmm. Like that dude was down bad online. About
that shit.
Yeah, that dude is like the Heat. Kyle and like a bunch of bozos sent that dude into a spiral that he has not yet recovered. So I don't know, guys. No team in the East scares me. Like every team has their problems. Like obviously Chicago's a good team. They have their warts. You know, Milwaukee, I mean, their defense has been a mess the last 2 months. Like an absolute disaster. And if Lopez doesn't come back, I'm not sure what's going to go on there.
They missed PJ and they missed PJ badly. Yeah. Like someone pointing out that PJ was their guy that said every time every top team they played, PJ, go guard their best player.
Not even that, Alf. When they go Giannis at the 5, they don't have another wing 4 to play next to Giannis to defend guys, right? Because now when Giannis is at the 5, he's a drop man, he's a help man, he's not like an on-ball guy, right? They need a guy to defend perimeter wings, and they just don't have that. And now Lopez isn't there.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
Jesus.
I'll do it. I'm just kidding.
Joe, you were in enough trouble tonight with that menthol comment.
Bro, so I don't know, man. There's like no teams that scare you. Like the only teams that I think would like worry us would be like, I don't think any of us want to play Cleveland. I think we'd all pick the Heat over the Cavs, but like I don't know. I'm not out here.
You think?
Yeah, no, we beat the Cavs, but like I don't want to do that. Same with the Raptors. It's just like it's gonna be a brutal, bloody series. I know that this is gonna sound fucking crazy. I think they're like far and away the best team in the East.
I do too.
I don't get the argument for Milwaukee other than they just won the title. Because I've seen nothing this season. Because when they were healthy, they came into this gym and they were beaten the fuck up. And all those other teams, the same. So I don't know, man. I have not seen anything from those other teams that would suggest to me that they're better than the Heat.
That was a fan. Thank you, G, for showing up.
Oh, I'm here. You
know, we appreciate you. Now, give us 4 minutes on Justice Winslow.
Oh man, Justice.
Just kidding.
Better now.
Despite Joey's best efforts, we here at Miami Heat Beat would love to celebrate Black History Month. We couldn't do it on Saturday because we didn't have our Brass Jazz, and nobody says Black History Month like Brass Jazz. But given what's been going on the Heat broadcast, we're not talking about the technical difficulties. The fact that Eric Reed keeps calling 3 white guys the Rainbow Coalition.
They stopped today, though. Someone meant to shout out to Jeremy.
Thank you, Jeremy Touche. But we decided we decided to kind of clear up the confusion and give you guys the real lowdown on the Rainbow Coalition.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Looking black in time.
The Rainbow Coalition was an anti-racist, anti-class, multicultural movement founded April 4th, 1969 in Chicago. The group was founded by Fred Hampton of the Black Panther Party, along with William Preacher Man Festerman of the Young Patriots Organization, and Jose Chacha Jimenez, founder of the Young Lords. A fourth, lesser-known group who called themselves Tres Leches were also pioneers in the movement.
This was another edition of Looking Black in Time.
I guess EB had a point.
What other show's doing that? I dare you. Not even Inside the NBA is doing that. I'm sorry. We're on the fucking.
They can't do that.
Yeah, they can't do it.
You can't have an audience much bigger than ours to do that. I be praying every day that shit don't get out. Say it again, Brass.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Looking Black in Time.
The Rainbow Coalition was an anti-racist, anti-class, multicultural movement founded April 4th, 1969 in Chicago. The group was founded by Fred Hampton of the Black Panther Party, along with William Preacher Man Festerman of the Young Patriots Organization, and Jose Chacha Jimenez, founder of the Young Lords. A fourth, lesser-known group who called themselves Tres Leches were also pioneers in the movement.
This was another edition of Looking Black in Time.
That's masterful, man. The slick RJ Barrett.
No, we do not.
Bruce's beard with the fucking beret. Oh, I mean,
it's just incredible, dude.
He's like RJ's like an Easter egg at this point.
He's like Waldo in this bitch.
We gotta make a book of where's RJ.
it's the Leonardo DiCaprio gift. I got it.
Oh my god.
Chacha Jimenez. That was hard to read a few times without laughing, but listen. That's a real guy.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, every time we do this, me and Brass learn a whole bunch of shit. Like,
So is the audience.
the original picture, I was like, make some of these guys into the Tres Leches. And Brass is like, you called out their names. How can I make them Max and Duncan? I was like, shit. So Brass had to find another picture. Masterful shit, Brass.
Thank you.
Good shit.
Did you guys check out the situation tonight?
Oh,
the Bam
please.
situation.
That was getting kind of wild. So check this out.
And here's a beautiful spin situation, being able to draw the foul right there. You like when I say situation, right?
Oh,
Self-aware situation. And
my
then later
mom-
on.
Situation
What's up, G?
cubed.
rare.
What, G?
My mom called me. She was so excited that happened. She's like, "Did you hear?" She's.
And then later on in the game was this one.
We got ourselves a Bam situation right here in the third quarter, John.
I like the way you call it that.
Well, when you hear a good line, you copy it.
Shared universe.
They
Don't
know.
have to copy it.
Do you think they realize from Twitter? Like, do you think they just see the jokes on Twitter, or they have to have, right?
You know, he liked one of the, but he wasn't.
Oh, he liked one of them.
It wasn't a situation. I basically was like, Crotty, it's a layup, not an off the glass action. Like, shut the fuck up. And he liked it, which was funny.
You know, Crotty's like some of the situation tweets. So, like, he knew.
He's aware.
He's aware. It's funny. I don't want it to stop at this point. I
do. I'm fucking tired of it.
You're tired of it? No, I like it. Christian
in the chat asked, why are the Heat getting all their content from the show? I'll hang up and listen. Mechanic was featured tonight. Situation, Rainbow Coalition, all our shit, man.
Well, I mean,
their
Rainbow Coalition, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was give and take.
Yeah.
Our Tres Leches was right there for them to take. They could have it.
Someone was like, well, that's kind of racist. You're calling them the Rainbow Coalition. Fuck it. Just lean all the way into the fucking ignorance. Let's go.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
And what's so racist about leches?
Nothing.
Tres Leches is awesome.
It's a really good name.
It's a great dish.
As long as you say it right. I said it with the right flurry.
Very proud of you. No, you
Thank
did
you.
great. No, you fantastic.
Speaking of serious basketball talk, because that's what we do so well on this show. Right before we get to our big 30-minute trade segment, we're going to do a quick Joey Houshour. Why do I keep 2-minute comedy hour? I always fuck that shit up. Great transition.
I guess I'm gonna keep it. It's very Seinfeldian. But does anybody else notice that there's a lot of the same names in the NBA, right? So you got like Jalen Green, right? You got Jalen Brown. you're gonna have Jalen White, Jalen Pink. It's gonna be like the Reservoir Dogs out there, right? You know, and Jalen,
you're treading. I mean,
He is. He getting real close.
oh, that's okay. Anyway,
Have you heard of Icarus?
Jalen Black was next.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought I said something else, but anyway, you know, I don't know if I've said this, but I recently got let go from my job at the suicide prevention hotline. Do you guys know that? Yeah. Which I think is BS, right? Because I was taught that the customer is always right.
Joey.
I can say that though. I feel like I'm definitely allowed to say that because I have had, you know, suicide in my family. I actually had a shout out Michael Richards, but I actually did have a cousin who shot themselves out of a cannon. They worked for the circus. All right, what else do we got? I mean, if I'm going straight unlikable, I've had a lot of bad news this week so far. I just found out that I can't have kids over my house anymore. Sorry about that. All right, I'm out of here. Please, I'm Vince Joey. Thank you.
You and Karl Malone have that in common.
I think you should have just went straight racist.
All right, let me pull up my file.
You'll recover faster.
BJ with the snatch.